So now we'll do the reveal. I created this really super simple, really flattering, easy beginner, kind of like a halo eye that I'm going to show you how I did using the things that you get in your presenter kit. So the first thing I'm going to show you is our cream shadow brush along with our cream shadow, okay? And this elegant shadow color, this stuff is kind of like a marshmallow. It is the most amazing texture. It goes on so easy. I'm just going to pick up some of that and I'm going to tap or press that onto my lid, only on the part where I can, when I have my lid closed, I can like feel my eyeball. I'm not trying to get up into my brow bone or into my crease really. I'm just patting that on the lid. What a gorgeous color. Let me get in closer, like up close and personal. Sorry, I'm really super hot with my lights on right now. It's like I'm kind of getting flushed, but whatever. So this is like the awesome, sparkly, gorgeous color that you get from this cream shadow. It's amazing. So you can see that it goes on just super easy. You can even do that with a finger or any other brush, but you get this brush with it. Super awesome. Then I'm going to jump into our palette one. And in palette one, I'm actually just going to grab another brush that I have here that's an angled brush because this is a cool use that you can do. In this palette, you have shimmer shadows and you have matte shadows. You have medium tones, light tones, and dark tones. You can just put these in any combination and they're going to flatter each other. That's the beauty of having a palette like this. It's already put together so that these colors all work together immediately. So what I'm going to do is take this dark color called Forthright. It's like a medium dark brown, and I'm actually going to take an angled brush here and I'm going to use it to fill in my brow. Because this is just how multi-purpose this is. And what's cool is you can see that I'm very fair, very blonde, but this shade still can work for me and I can soften it up and apply it as heavy-handed, or if I wanted to wet my brush, I could make it even darker so that I could get a really great brow look. And then I'm just gonna kind of brush it out, okay, to soften it up. And if you had like a medium brown hair or dark brown hair, this would work for you too. All right, so you get a brow right there. So awesome. Then I'm gonna go with this other brush that I got in my presenter kit. And on this angled shadow side, I'm gonna come into the color Chipper. It's the most medium brown and it's also matte. It does not have a sparkle to it. And what I'm gonna do with Chipper is come in right here at the edge of my eye and place some of that as well as it, on that bone right in the crease. There's a bone right there that you want to find and go right into your crease. And then what you're going to do to create our halo is go back and forth just like this. All right. And that's how you're going to get some definition of your eye shape. Easy. Anybody can do this. I have not done anything here that is heavy lifting. With the spongy end, I'm actually going to come into on one side of it. So I'm going to be using both sides. On one side of it, I'm going to come into the color Brassy. It's a super pretty, super sparkly gold. And just because I want to really create that cool halo effect of there being a lot of bright in the center of my eye, I'm going to pat some of that Brassy right on the center of my eye. And it gives even more of a halo effect, which is awesome. Okay, then what I want to do is back to that color Forthright. I'm going to pick a little bit of that up with my angled brush end that I used for Chipper. And I'm going to focus that on this outer edge. Okay. And get this just a little more depth. Okay, and if you find that you're like, ooh, it looks like I laid a lot of product down, you can always take a towel and wipe some of your product off and keep going. And I'm just going to blend this in. So easy. This brush just fits right into your crease. Not hard at all. And you get a little bit deeper look. And you can come with whatever's left on the brush right underneath to kind of give you that little bit of smoke underneath the eye. Okay, then with the other side of the sponge that I haven't used, I'm going to come into this color Sincere. It's another sparkly shade. I'm going to grab some of that and I'm going to pat that up here at my brow highlight. Okay, and I can just use my finger actually to kind of blend that in. And then I can even take what's on there and do the inner corner of my eye to get a highlight. And then now I just made the light kind of reflect off of that bone right there and really give me a lot of bone structure in my eye. So as you can see, that was pretty stinking easy. So now I want to finish off the look with my 3D fiber lashes, which inside your box, these 2 tubes come in there. If you've never seen this before, I'm going to do just a really quick demo. I'm going to start right away with the gel and apply it just like I would regular mascara. Okay. And if I pull the tube out, if there's a lot of product like down at the bottom, I can always scrape this off. That's no problem. Sometimes when you get a new tube, there's a lot. We've all had that happen with mascara. I'm going to do my lower lashes. And crazy enough, I am actually going to make sure I have a blow dryer handy. And that's how I'm going to get the difference between this eye and this eye. You can see there's a huge difference with my lashes there. Pretty awesome, huh? Okay, so these lashes are nice and wet, and before they get dry, I'm going to open up my fiber tube, which has these dry fibers, and I'm going to go from mid-lash up to the tips, all the way across my lash line there. And it's okay that it looks a little crazy because my blow dryer is going to fix that. I'm going to take this straight up on a warm setting because the warm is going to give me some curl. And I just blew away those excess fibers and lifted my lashes. Super awesome. Now I want to seal those on to make sure that as I blink through the day, they're not falling down all over my face. And then I like to do something called the butterfly tips. And this is just for a little bit of extra length. And I totally love this method. I basically take my brush and I go back and forth. And the reason I call it butterfly tips is it reminds me of when you were a kid and you would give butterfly kisses to someone on their cheek. And you would do your like lashes on their cheek. It's kind of the same motion, you know, and I do fibers with that too. And again, looks a little crazy. It picked up a lot of fibers. It's no problem. The blow dryer is going to take care of that. Super easy, just a few seconds. Then you want to remember to seal those on. So I'm going to grab my gel again and seal my tips on. But most of my brush strokes, I'm actually going to go upward. And I can even use the tip of the wand just to really make sure that I get a super nice, non-clumpy, super pretty effect. Look at that. That's a huge difference from where I started. All right, so here we've got the finished eye look. Super easy. Anybody could do this. This is so simple. Now what I want to show you is I'm not going to open up my little samples because I might use them for other demonstrations. So I'm going to use the full size of a stain and a gloss. So you can kind of see how that works. So I'm going to start with stain. And what I'm going to do is just put a really light layer on my lips, and it's going to set in and dry. And that's an important thing to note when using stain. I do have a whole tutorial on lip stain that you can probably find in all my social media accounts where you find my videos. So whether it's YouTube or Facebook. But the stain is a true stain. It's a matte product and you do have to stain it in small layers. So today I'm just going to do one layer, but if I wanted to build this color, I could keep going and adding like 2 or 3 more layers and it would deepen the color more and more. And it's going to be a very easy, light feel to it because it's not a lipstick, it's a stain. And so it really does soak in to your lips. So once it's dry, this was the color Sappy, which is kind of one of our lighter corally colors. I'm going to use the color Lovesick in our gloss. All of our glosses come with a mirror on the side, which is awesome in the full size. And just go over it with that. It's kind of a sheer, pretty coral with a little bit of sparkle. And tell me you couldn't do that. Okay, that was a super easy look to achieve. And I actually have another tutorial if you get a black eyeliner pencil where I use palette 1 and show you how to do a reverse cat eye with it. There are so many uses for this palette and for the cream shadow, the lashes. I mean, I would be a bad friend if I didn't tell you about this $99 collection. It's so amazing. So I want you to think about, if you were ever thinking about like, ooh, that palette, I really like it. Or, ooh, I really like some of the stuff that she had in there. This is the best bang for your buck. So thank you so much for sticking with this video. I know it was a little bit long, but it's well worth it. And message me with any questions you have. This is so, it is not a high pressure situation. If you don't want to become a presenter, but you just want the kit, that's called a kit napper. And you can totally do that. You buy the kit and then nothing happens. I'll probably message you and say, thanks for buying kit. But other than that, nothing happens. It's up to you. It's your choice. All right. All right, guys. See you next time. I can't wait to bring you some more videos.